Well, it all started with Peggy Hightower. On her own, she took it upon herself to explore East St. Louis and explore the stray dog and stray cat problem that was enveloping here. And the story is that she started coming over here every single day and bringing food to these stray animals. And I understand that she went years without missing a single day. When we first incorporated, I guess, as an organization, we didn't even have an executive director. It was just a board of directors and a bunch of volunteers. And then Jamie Case obviously was our first employee and was the only employee for quite a long time.
So when Gateway started, it was completely foster-based organization, and it was really primarily focused on taking animals out of the community and putting them in other homes. We were able to transform from that type of model to a model that was really helping the community keep their pets and keep animals with their families. And that's probably the most important change that happened, because pets are such a vital part of every family. And when they become separated, that causes distress on people and humans. And we wanted to be an organization that was keeping families together and not separating them.
It was really important for us to get here to really be able to address the true pet resource desert that East St. Louis was. No groomers, no pet stores, no veterinarians, nowhere for people to go for their own pets or to get help for stray animals that they were finding. So it was really critical for us to open up a facility that's not only a shelter for animals that need to be put up for adoption, but also putting resources directly into the community that so desperately needed it.
We look at the whole life of a pet and how we can help it. So when it comes to food, supplies, medical care, grooming is something that often gets overlooked in animal welfare, but it's really a really important service.
One of the things that Gateway has been really focused on is becoming a part of a community that we were not a part of before. We're partnering with a community that did not have access to animal services in the capacity that Gateway is able to offer them.
Chicago Benton, born and raised in East St. Louis all my life.
So I'm Jerry Benton, born and raised East St. Louis. I think we've been living in this house for 30 years.
We moved in 94.
Jerry and Nicole found Ice after he had likely been hit by a car. They knew he needed help. And because we already had a relationship with them from previously TNRing their large cat colony and also helping with other strays that they had found, they immediately called us.
So I found him probably, a month and a half ago.
August 28th.
Out in Franco Park. He couldn't walk because both his legs were broken. One of the front legs and the back leg. And brought him home, fed him. Called Jill on the phone. We kept him that night though. Jill called me back the next day and had me bring him in immediately. And then they did x-rays on him. And the front leg could be saved, so they put a cast on him for a couple of weeks. And then the back leg they had to amputate.
It was fractured.
It was fractured, they couldn't fix it.
Yeah.
So he got that cut and he's been fixed. And he's got dental work, and he's like a regular dog.
He just stole our hearts. Like, of all the strays we took in, it was something about this one right here.
We always been animal lovers.
Yeah.
So to know it's a spot where we can take him to get medical treatment, that's really a plus on us.
To walk through this building and see the energy here and see what we're doing, that is not happening all over the country. I can tell you that for sure.
This building transformed everything. just gave us a presence, gave us the facilities to be able to just expand exponentially.
So it's been really cool to see this journey from this tiny shelter with a few staff members to now this giant building with 30 staff members and just continuing to grow.
We know there's someone out there that we can turn to as support when we do find strays. So they support
Somebody
the community.
care about animals just as much as we do.